Chat, chat, chat. Chat.
Bitch, I'm fly as a bird in the Montclair sky. Purple hood on my head, riding on a dirt bike. Almost crashed to a turnpike, then I turned right. Remember when I couldn't turn right, I had to learn right. That's another lesson learned right. I'ma be alright, don't fuck these thoughts that get you burned right. Living that dog life, rap Sam in Adidas, but I earn stripes. Yeah, you damn right. In the airport, cutting the TSA line, late for my flight. Travel the world. Juice world, glow. Triple nine to the world, blow. Let your girl know my closet a gun show. 30 clips and drums. Don't get Nick Cannon from my cannon. Hit a nigga with a drum roll. Yeah, 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 yeah. Cold outside, it's a Montclair year. Cold outside, it's a Montclair year. Cold outside, it's a Montclair year. Yeah, hit it like yeah, 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 yeah. Cold outside, it's a Montclair year. Cold outside, it's a Montclair year. Cold outside, it's a Montclair year. Yeah. Hi. In the summertime with a bumper vest still. Tucking 45s, you can get your shit spilled. Banana clip on that kill tech, you can get your shit killed. I treat your bitch like a secret.
Yeah.
And that bitch that just get revealed. She saw me hustle like a record deal. They say I gave her my soul for a record deal. You can sell your soul without having record deal. I ain't sell my soul, feel like it disappeared. Now I ball till I'm ball like I'm Britney Spears. That little bitch a home run, she going, gone. Get that hoe out of here. I fuck two of her buddies, they must
Yo, what's good, Stam?
Thanking God that I made it another year. Some of my niggas ain't make it another year. I get high in the sky in the atmosphere. I can't vibe if it ain't no good atmosphere. 2012 in the clip, yeah, the end is near. 20 shells in his face make him disappear. Yeah, 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 yeah. Cold outside, it's a Montclair year.
My boy Stan, what's good, man? How you doing, my boy?
Cold outside,
What's good, my boy? How you doing, my boy?
cold outside, it's a Montclair.
How you doing today, my boy?
Cold outside, it's a Montclair year. Cold outside, it's a Montclair year.
You relaxing, chillaxing, chillaxing, to relaxing, relaxing, to chillaxing, to taxing, to faxing, maxing. You getting into action? Action Jackson. Nothing, just woke up from a nap. You just woke up from a nap? AW. I started stream just in time, huh? Just in time, literally. That boy just woke up. You went to a battle of bands. What the fuck is that? What's up, bad? What's that? Oh, okay. Martin. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, okay, okay, okay. For some peace. But nah, chat W little nighttime stream got a little, some little late night shit. You feel me? But got tickets for another one coming up. W. Big dubs. You ain't got to, bro. I got it. Bro, Sammy was telling me to stream and shit, and now he not even in chat when I first like what? Sent it to Discord and everything, chat. Sammy not even here. He probably thought I wasn't gonna stream for real, went to sleep or something. How was your day? My day was good, chilling, relaxing. Something cool, chill. You feel me? Relaxing, chillaxing was just really cool and for real. It's like I really got an important song for you to listen to. Alright, bet. Let me see. I swear to God, I'm about to listen to this. I'm about to listen to the first 30 seconds of this shit. I'm picky, chat. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I only listen to one nigga. Think about what the day. Can we have a new rule talking about people for one man when they say 6'7"? You're never gonna make it. You're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Is this Eminem? Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible. It's not probable. Chad, this is Eminem, bro. You can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move. I'm gonna make it soon, and I'll do it because it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions. They blocking your vision, but no, you can't listen. That shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Aren't you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Aren't you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Better than you face it. Thinking that they give a damn, you're not thinking straight, kid. No, they don't give a damn, you got what I'm saying. I'm not fucking playing, I'll give it to you straight, man. There's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just faking. Nah, I don't wanna hear it anymore. I don't wanna hear it anymore. All these fucking thoughts, they are not what I need anymore. I'm about to shut the motherfucking door on all you poor ass haters with your heads. Yo, what's good, Sammy? You better shut your goddamn mouth before I do more speak out. It's about to head south. Never gonna make it. There's no way that you Sam, dog. That boy Sammy, dog. My boy Sammy, dog. How you doing, Sammy, dog? Yo, Eve, what are you doing, bro? You about to get out, bro. Like, fuck. She over there fucking hacking and shit, chat. What the fuck? Nigga there over goddamn hacking and shit. Hold on, chat, my fault. My shit tweaking right now. What the fuck? Chat, I want to do some reactions. We gotta find some reactions real quick. I'm just finished rolling my shit real quick. Let me first roll my little blizzy, chat. Just got me something to eat. I'm kind of still hungry, chat. I ain't gonna lie, chat. I'm tight lit right now. I'm tight lit. I'm tight fried. Bro, Slack. I found a new streamer, right? You found a new streamer. What's up with him? What he be doing? Or she? What she or he be doing? Tell him to collab with me. Tell him collab with me. You feel me? So that he collab with me. Say that he collab with me. I join everyone there. They all start hitting on you. They don't know what the fuck you look like. Fiend ass niggas. Horny ass little nigga. You could be chopped whole time. Like, this ain't not chill. Oh, my niggas coming for you. Ain't no telling what they gon' do. Catch you at the red light, pull off room. She ride my dick like a witch on a broom. When he walked in, we smell bitch in the room. Hey, shoot that dude. Blah, 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 coming out. Damn. Yeah. Alright, chat, let's find a reaction real quick. Look, we gotta find some reactions on you, feel me? Why do you always do that to the blunt before you light it up? What do you mean? What did I do to the blunt? I ain't even light it up yet. What you mean? What did I do? Like licking it? Nigga said like licking it. What do you fucking mean, bitch? I'm rolling it. You gotta fucking lick it to lick it. You wouldn't know because you don't fucking smoke. That's how you fucking roll a blunt. That's how you fucking roll a blunt, gang. You gotta lick that motherfucker, you feel me? It's a lot of things in life you gonna end up licking, gang. I'm telling you. It's okay though. When you learn how to use your tongue, you come, you know what I mean? Telling you. What? I'm talking about you. What? I'm talking about using my tongue to lick a blunt. What? Come on now. To roll a blunt. What are you talking about? I'm talking about the use. You feel me? Nah, Slack. What are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? I don't know what y'all talking about. Like, I don't know what y'all talking about. Like. This screen bright as shit hurt my fucking eyes, chat. God damn. Alright, come on. Let's find a reaction real quick. Let's try to find some reactions. Tell me, see if y'all see anything, chat. Oh, shit. What did I just pull up? Alright, boom. See if y'all see anything. Help me up. Turn down your brightness then? Nah. It's cool. I like it like that. I said I like it like that. Hunter. I said I like it like that. All right, hold on. Let me I'm about to play something while we watch. Hold on. Chat, like the only reason why I be playing the same song because I know these shits don't copyright me for real. Like, so I'm about to play this shit right here. You gonna clip me, bro? You're not, bro. Don't clip me, bro. You clip me, bro. I swear to God, bro. I ain't posting it, so you gonna clip it. You gonna clip it just for me not to post it. You feel me? Oh my God, chat. Typical gamers live. We should tell him to play with me, bro. Pause. Gotta say pause, because I know how y'all get. What was this right here? Here you go, here. Let's just. You feel like dying today? Kill take got double D's. Leave him bleeding. Hold on, child. I was about to get in that move. I about to get the. Alright, come on, boom, right here. Hold on. I do gotta turn. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. Alright, there we go. That's better. Turn that light off real quick. There we go. Let's get. We about to watch this right here. We're gonna watch this. We're gonna watch this. Y'all wanna watch this? Let's see what I get on my For You page and I suggest it. Alright, bet. Come on, let's get it. Boom. Boom. There we go. We're gonna watch Komodo Coyote Peterson. Y'all know Coyote Peterson? Y'all know. But y'all know who Coyote Peterson is, gang. Chat, like, yo, my brightness is. Chat, is my camera good, chat? It's good. I think it's good. I'm just tweaking. I'm just overthinking it. We good. Alright, we good. Let's get. Oh, shit, man. My fault. Let's go.
Okay, I am less than just a couple feet away from a full-grown Komodo dragon, and it has taken 10 years to get to this point. These are like some serious Godzilla shots right here.
You know what I'm saying? I've been watching him since middle school. Exactly. I've been watching this nigga get bit. I'm watching this get bit, burnt, everything.
The Lesser Sunda Islands. It's taken my entire career to reach this moment.
Let's get it. We on our animal shit, chat. Lock in, learn. Let's go.
Living dragons. Across this landscape, the terrain feels barren. A desolate kingdom ruled by these ancient reptiles who move with unfathomable power and purpose when hunger calls. Nestled in the folds of this unforgiving land, human life has found a way. Generations of people living in the shadow of a legendary giant. Yet sometimes these two worlds collide, and the outcome is brutal. Survival here is not a game, it's a legacy.
Yo, that's somebody getting bit by that shit? Hold on.
Scars.
Just like got bit by that. Let me see.
Yet
Let me see the scars real quick.
These two worlds collide.
Damn.
And the outcome is brutal.
Got my nigga throwing up gang signs and shit. Like,
And the
fuck.
outcome
Like, fuck. Check on my nigga. Like, damn.
is brutal.
It's crazy.
Survival here is not a game, it's a legacy written in scars.
This location here is the exact same place where Steve Irwin filmed his famous Komodo dragon episode. I'll never forget seeing that as a kid to be like, wow, he's getting chased around by a Komodo dragon. He had to run and jump up and climb into a tree. That's not going to happen for us today. There's actually been a lot of ecotourism growth since, 20 plus years ago.
Wait, chat, where can we find that video right there? Steve Irwin doing that shit. I never seen that video. I know who Steve Irwin. I never seen that video, chat. Him getting chased by a fucking Komodo dragon.
It's a legacy.
I want to see that video.
Scars.
This location here is the exact same place where Steve Irwin
We just gotta
filmed
search it,
his
low-key. I kinda
famous
wanna see
Komodo
that shit.
Dragon episode. I'll never forget seeing that as a kid to be like, wow,
Like, look at that shit. That motherfucker moving.
he's getting chased around by a Komodo dragon. He had to run and jump up and climb into a tree. That's not going to happen for us today. There's actually been a lot of ecotourism growth.
He had to shoot
since,
that shit, too.
20 plus years ago when Steve filmed here. You see I'm walking on this really nice dock. This is big enough for cruise ships to come in. And
That's what I'm saying. That shit fast, like,
people on a yearly basis come to
for it to
visit
be
Komodo National
for it to be that like that big and how it's built, that motherfucker fast. Like,
Park. This is considered a World Heritage Site. These dragons are critically endangered, and it's amazing that this sort of protection is put in place to essentially preserve not only the environment, but a species that fewer than 5,000 left in the wild. I believe
W4
there are
light
just over
shot.
3,500 Komodo dragons living between
get a little
Komodo,
late night
Big
stream.
Duck, and
You know what I'm
Flores.
saying?
And despite being big and sluggish looking, they are incredibly fast. A bite from a Komodo dragon would be a serious problem. We actually got to interview a nice gentleman yesterday who was almost killed by a Komodo dragon a year ago. He was out collecting honey, and a dragon sprung up out of the underbrush, chased him. He tripped, the dragon got on top of him, ripped his leg apart, ripped his hands apart, crushed his hands. He nearly died. He climbed up into a tree and survived for almost 7 hours while drinking the honey that he had collected. Did you feel any burning, or could you feel that there was venom in the bite of the Komodo dragon?
Yung utungnya itu kan gini Rome ada
Yeah,
pilih.
jelas pilih.
He say yes, feeling very.
Bro, that
dead
shit crazy and that
pain
shit
and
gotta be
very
scary as
sick.
fuck.
We're glad you're here today.
Thank you.
Thank you for sitting down and talking with us.
Sama-sama.
It's like getting chased by anything and then you running and then you trip and fall. It's like, damn, I'm fucked. Like when you trip and fall, it's like, fuck.
There's a massive dragon
Right.
down here. You guys should get up and walk over by it.
Nah, I feel like that's not even his fault. Bro, that's not even his fault, gang. He tripped. You running, you know what I'm saying? You don't know where he was probably running through bushes and shit. Nigga probably stepped on a fucking stick or some shit. Tripped and fell, and this nigga right behind his ass. Look at him, right behind him. Start eating his ass up. Like,
We're going to see the dragon?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got a Komodo
Yeah.
dragon. How's that for timing, huh?
that's what I'm saying. He got PTSD now. He see a Komodo dragon, nigga get the shit in his pants. I swear to God.
Wow, that is a very, very large animal. Are you comfortable like walking down to here to look at him? We get a couple of
It's okay.
shots.
It's okay.
Yeah. So maybe we go around the back
Yes,
side.
okay.
With that?
It's okay.
Oh nah, never mind. He don't want to go beat. Y'all think? I wonder did they catch the one that did it to him? When did they kill it, or did that shit just still like, you know what I'm saying? Or is this the one that did it to him? Cause ain't no way that's the same Komodo dragon that did that shit to him. He just sitting there taking pictures with that shit. You feel me? Yeah, they definitely probably
Komodo dragons sure are.
they definitely
found.
probably killed that
See
shit.
little statues and trinkets honoring them all up and down the street. We've got a baby Komodo dragon that is hanging out right up here on the edge of this house.
This, to me, is the epitome of urban wildlife. A baby hatchling Komodo dragon in someone's house.
The babies will come down out of the hills and into this habitation area so they can actually be up and away from the larger Komodo dragon. So it's actually pretty smart. This dragon knows that if it's down here by humans, people aren't going to mess with it, and then the large Komodo dragons are not going to cannibalize it. So just taking the opportunity to get a couple of cool shots to prove that dragons.
Now we back. Refresh, chat, refresh. We back. Copyright. I didn't know that shit was copyright either, chat. I swear. Chat, I did not know that shit was copyright either, bro. I'm saying supposed to be educated. I did not know Brave. I did not know his shit was copyright. What the hell? Like, I didn't even know my stream went down. I didn't know my stream went down. I just looked over. Like, I heard a vibration on my phone, and I looked over. It was me getting an email telling me my shit just got taken down for copyright. I'm like, oh damn, what the hell? React to Minecraft cave sounds and rate them. What? I'm not doing that, bro. I don't play Minecraft, bro. I played Minecraft. I used to play Minecraft fucking 10 years ago. I don't play Minecraft. I don't know that shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You love Scarlet. You love you some Minecraft, huh? Scarlet. You love you some Minecraft. What else do you want me to suggest then? React to casual. Geo, what is that? See, like, let me see. Oh, I know him. I be seeing him on TikTok. I see this guy on TikTok. I see this guy on TikTok. Why you never look in his shark eyes? Hold on, wait, what? Wait, why you never look this shark in the eyes? Capture animals with black Air Force energy? Three years ago. This right here? Alright, bet. Let's get it. I seen this clip right here, Chuck.
Black Air Force energy. Good old Urban Dictionary defines it as a person or an object that has insane potential and is crazy enough to deal with anything without fear or hesitation, regardless of moral alignment, including its own rivals or competitors. And despite clearly taking grammar lessons from NBA YoungBoy, I'd say whoever wrote that was pretty on point. It's a term I use a lot in my videos without really explaining exactly what it is. So here's a full list of the top 10 animals with the most Black Air Force energy. Some animals are an obvious pick, others might just surprise you. But they've all earned their spot, including the animal at number 10, which might have the least clout of any animal on this list, but that's only because it's found one place in the world. Because if this bird were airdropped across the globe, it'd definitely be more known for all the wrong reasons. Starting off is what happens when an animal is too smart for everyone else's quality of life. The Kia is a large parrot that can be found terrorizing the people of New Zealand. Else's quality of life. The Kia is a large parrot that can be found terrorizing
the Kia boys right here, Jack.
People of New Zealand.
Kia boys.
And don't let it fool you. This Black Air Force with a Grinch colorway is an op in every way. They're highly intelligent and armed with a hook-shaped beak, which is the perfect tool for Kias to inflate insurance by picking apart cars. You see, the Kia is smart enough to associate people and the cars we drive with food, which is why this anti-mechanic is famous for committing the cutest carjackings you'll ever see. Of course, they don't just stop at cars. This feather felon will go through purses.
Yo, chat, make sure y'all stream. Chat, make sure y'all stream not delayed, cause I think since my shit just got copyrighted and had to start back up, I think that shit trying to catch back up. So make sure y'all shit not like crazy delayed. I think it's trying to catch back up.
Can fly away with. There was even a case where this airborne pirate stole the passport of a Scottish man that didn't want to be identified.
It's not
delayed.
Right,
be remembered for getting denied from your home country because you got your passport pickpocketed by a panhandling parrot. It happened to him and it can happen to you. But guess what? If you happen to get your wallet snatched and try to see the Kia about it, be prepared to also eat a several $1,000 fine and even jail time. Kias are protected by the government because it only makes sense that something with wings would be above the law. And it's almost like every Kia knows it and acts accordingly. But it's not just humans getting griefed. Kias will regularly raid other birds' nests and make omelets with their unborn children. And they'll use that Swiss Army knife of a nose to remove parts of a living sheep to eat, and there have been reports of them victimizing dogs and even horses. But at least the Kia isn't a legitimate physical threat to people. The next animal's responsible for putting more zookeepers on workers' comp than any other animal. The African
Why does
wilderness
that
has some of the
lion
most
look
ways
like
to F
that,
around and
Chad?
find out.
He's getting chased. Is he getting chased, bruh? Like, he look like he running for his life right now.
The African wilderness has some of the most ways to F around and find out per square mile in the world. So it makes sense that living in the most dangerous area codes in the world has turned the zebra into an actual threat.
He about to get
This
jumped.
oppressed Oreo horse has the strongest kick in the animal kingdom, strong enough for Marty to have written Alex out of the sequel. Which is why, even though lions body them often, every once in a while a lion has to explain to his ancestors how he got flatlined by a high-strung equality donkey. But the generational anxiety of being constantly hunted means the zebra will often one-shot something for existing too close to it. There's two reasons why you won't see a person riding a zebra. One, they're too small. And two, every zebra is fundamentally a bastard to its core. No, like literally. Because many mother zebras will actually mate with as many males as possible, because if she's showing and he suspects it's not hers, he'll violently...
Zebras are hoes, chat. You heard that? Listen. Zebras be giving it out to everybody. You hear that?
Zebras will actually mate with as many males as possible, because...
Giving that thing out to everybody. Everybody can have some. You can have some. You can have some. You can have... Yeah.
Core. No, like literally. Because many mother zebras will actually mate with as many males as possible, because if she's shown and he suspects it's not hers, he'll violently press her until it's terminated. And if the baby's already out, that's just an invitation for him to demote her from mother to mourning. And going back to humans, zebras are infamous for allegedly putting as many zoo staff in the ER as any other animal. They make humans already out. That's
Dragging
just an
his
invitation
dumb
for him
ass,
to
look.
demote her from mother to
Nigga get
mourning.
dragged by a
And going
zebra.
back to humans, zebras are infamous for allegedly putting as many zoo staff in the ER as
He
any
getting
other
dragged
animal.
by a
They may look
zebra.
like horses whose favorite part of a birthday
Fucking
is the
zebra.
station, but this pandemonium is
Fucking
liable to
zebra,
paint
chat.
the block with your insides if you breathe at them the wrong way. Treat one like a barnyard animal and negotiate your left hand. And because zebras are genetically closer to donkeys than horses, calling it the ass of Africa is a scientifically accurate title. And as the default protein of many of the landlords of the savannah, it's a title they hold with pride, because it's the best one they can get. 10% off is also what you can expect if you treat this barcode horse as
A
a
zebra.
zebra. But at least
No,
they have
fucking
the excuse
zebra.
of constantly being plotted on. The next animal has less excuses but more disrespect.
Bro, not the fucking tiger. I mean, lion again.
Deer manage to cause billions of dollars in damage a year by playing freeze tag with cars, and that ironically makes them the most dangerous animal in America. But where blissful ignorance makes deer a threat, the deer of down under initiate conflict. 9 out of 10 car accidents in Australia involve kangaroos, and a good number of them are premeditated, not by the
So the kangaroos are like the deers of Australia.
driver. Kangaroos assault vehicles with enough regularity to commit insurance fraud.
Wow! I swear to God, bro, I would have got out. We would start fighting. Nigga. Nigga, just go across the street. Just go fucking across the street. Why the fuck you come straight towards my fucking car? Look.
Insurance fraud.
He did not have to do that. He did not have to do that. Just keep going. What are you doing? Why he gonna look? He looked straight at him. Look straight at his ass. Like what? That kangaroo gotta die.
In fact, kangaroos will regularly beef with inanimate objects. But it's not just a bluff. These are some brolic marsupials.
Kangaroo
Armed
Jack
with
gotta
claws,
die.
But more importantly, a sharp dagger of a toenail. Which is why it's not a kangaroo's punch you have to worry about, but that Jurassic pedicure disembowelment.
Damn!
What makes their sparring session punch you have to worry about, but that Jurassic pedicure disembowelment. It's what makes their sparring sessions so lethal. That and the fact that kangaroos start every day with the specific goal of inconveniencing as many life forms as possible. If you happen to fly a drone in kangaroo country, prepare to have your insurance tested. In fact, it's not a stretch to say they hate anything that flies. Can you imagine how ridiculous this could have gotten? Imagine people thinking you died paragliding when really you survived but got mobbed by a pack of roid rabbits on impact. Kangaroos are number 8 because there's really no good reason.
Look at his
But got
arms.
mobbed
Look,
by a pack of roid rabbits.
Chet, look how he got.
Kangaroos are
Look how he got his arms out.
great
That nigga want him dead so bad. Like,
because there's really no good reason
Yo.
for this. You see, as dangerous as
Come here.
Australia is, there aren't really any dominant apex land predators. While kangaroos often contend with dingoes and the occasional wedge-tailed eagle, a full-grown kangaroo doesn't have much that can threaten it, other than a bigger kangaroo. So my working theory is, they got cocky. And until nature airdrops some bears or maybe some type of big cat, kangaroos are still gonna be out here thinking they can do whatever. Try to change their mind at your own risk. As on-site as these malicious macropods are, they're not even the most disrespectful animal in Australia, and believe me, we'll get to that.
the fuck was
The
he
Big
doing?
Five refers to the top 5 most dangerous animals to hunt.
We had
naturally.
top 5,
These
check. Top
include
5.
The
Top
elephant,
5.
the rhinoceros, the lion, the leopard, and an animal so feared it's been nicknamed Black Death. The African Cape Buffalo is a walking attempted homicide case armed with a pair of horns to make most attempts successful. They have one of the highest KD ratios against humans with guns. In some places, these tanks with road rage and 50% of the people they go after, and a lot of that is because they will actively seek revenge. There have been stories of one buffalo murking the same hunter that took out a member of its own herd. And whether you're a lion or a hunter, these trench cows get it back in blood. And the scariest version of a Cape buffalo is one that's already been injured. Hunters have followed a mortally wounded buffalo into thick brush, only for the freight train with legs to circle back and ambush them from behind. Which is why the #1 rule when hunting Cape buffalo, assume you only have one shot because that's usually all you get. But it's not just humans getting bodied. Bloodlusting buffalo will seek out unsupervised lion cubs and log them out of life before they can grow up to be a threat. Not like the adults aren't at risk either. Capes will stalk and circle lone lions, using the threat of gang violence to give Mufasa a roommate. Which is how the same apex predator that can solo multiple hyenas can get sent up a tree like a house cat. They're like the Liam Neeson of animals. Wrong them and they make their life's mission to co-sign your obituary. That first hit was self-defense. Everything after that was a personal choice. And even though experienced lions can take them down, it's still very much a gamble. Especially since they can travel in herds of hundreds. That's also how they earned the nickname Widowmaker. Because right now there's at least one woman on Tinder because her husband decided to hunt a 1-ton vibe check while the buffalo decided that would be the day he'd finally live up to his nickname. It's a murderous mammal, but like the zebra, it's often just self-defense gone way too far. Not like the antics of the next animal.
Wait, that wasn't top 5?
Air Force of the sky, you're probably talking about crows, or really just corvids in general. Crows are smart enough to manipulate their environment to their advantage, but they're also devious enough to manipulate other animals for their own sadistic pleasure. I don't know what that crow said to that cat, but it certainly involves someone's mother. Ravens will weaponize their relationship with wolves to call out hits on competing coyotes. Crows in Tokyo have especially become a problem where they've basically gone to war against the entire human population. But it's not just humans getting bullied. There might not be a worse time to be an owl than in broad daylight surrounded by a murder of crows. Not to mention crows will often raid the nests of other birds for a disturbingly literal kids meal. And that's when they're not just straight up snatching minors in front of their parents. I think EDP just found a spirit animal. They'll regularly mob and harass other birds until they drop the food they've already caught. And crows won't hesitate to beat on much larger birds of prey, which might explain why they do the exact same thing with humans to get them to surrender whatever calories they have on them. But the avian onslaught peaks out with the Australian magpie. Now turns out they're not actually corvids. They actually sit closer to another bird with psychopath tendencies. Either way, Australian magpies manage to be the most feared thing in a country seasoned with crocs, cassowaries, and snakes. And while most wildlife is harmless as long as you respect their space, the earth is their space, and they have no patience for trespassers. To the point where many Australians have taken to wearing helmets to protect themselves from the magpie's malicious intent. Especially during swooping season, where magpies will relentlessly attack anything that
I had saw a video of this bird where a girl, she was like walking and then that shit swooped in and like went in her eye. Y'all know what I'm talking about, bro?
near their nest. Actual human lives have been lost to this goth Tweety's tantrums. And since corvids can remember faces, once you've been swooped, you can expect the same treatment next year. I think Tirzu said it best, corvids are what would happen if you gave monkeys wings. But at least in the magpie's case, they're only a legitimate threat to a human way of life for the roughly 6 weeks of swooping season. Next animal is one of the biggest dangers to humans all year round. It was really only a matter of time before the river rhino made an appearance. Widely considered the world's deadliest mammal, you may have noticed that hippos weren't included in the Big Five, and I have to assume that's because nobody that has a desire to see the next day would actually hunt them. Arguably, no animal has a harder working PR team than the hippopotamus. First of all, it's not the goofy lard donkey it lets you think it is. A thin subcutaneous fat layer means hippos are actually walking units. And despite their awkward appearance, hippos can outpace any human over short distances, and that includes on land and in water, where they somehow become even more territorial. Hippos have been known to lower the census totals of other animals for seemingly no reason. Just when an antelope thinks it's been bailed out, the slaughter horse does origami with its spine. And even though they're supposed to be herbivores, every once in a while they'll give into the temptation of tasting the flesh of their victims. Cannibalism is not off the table. Science doesn't really know why exactly they do this, but science doesn't account for an animal just being a dick. Few predators will press this obese water pig, and those that do so at their own risk. Hippos are so carnage happy that the biggest threat to a baby hippo is a bigger, meaner bull hippo. It's how a hippo baby shower can legitimately end in a rain of flesh confetti. Now, to be fair, plenty of animals resort to infanticide. Hippos are just really mean about it. Like I said, nobody's PR team works harder. Except maybe dolphins.
Wait, what?
Just really mean about it. Like I said, nobody's PR team works harder.
He's fine. He just sleeping.
Except maybe dolphins, which makes sense since despite resembling ungulates like warthogs and rhinos, the hippo's closest living relatives are actually cetaceans like dolphins and whales. But instead of making it out in the ocean, hippos decided to make a living griefing everything in its area code. And I didn't even mention the way they claim that area code. You know, if you unsubscribed right now, I wouldn't blame you. The only thing that can make this whale Karen more of a menace than it already is if it were a straight up predator, or if it hunted in packs. Then again, that would literally make it an animal further down this list.
We just fucking saw a fucking shit shower.
My personal bias was not going to keep the elephant off this list. Asian elephants especially get themselves into trouble by raiding villages and emptying out their rice supply, which is why Asian elephants are responsible for the bulk of human hashtags, especially since they can be just as vengeful as the Cape buffalo. Earlier this year, a man in Thailand had an elephant working hauling wood in the brutal heat, which is illegal. And apparently the elephant knew his rights because he proceeded to rip his boss in half. And of course, we gotta address the I'm better than that. One elephant traveled over 100 miles to murk a 70-year-old woman collecting water, only to pull up to her funeral to attack the sole evicted body, this time in front of her family. The biggest mystery of mankind is what motivated a 4-ton pachyderm to pack up an elderly woman twice. If he had a reason, it's not like he's gonna tell us. Elephants rank over hippos because where hippos commit war crimes in the heat of passion, when an elephant catches a body, you can almost be certain it was premeditated. And it's in populations that
shit.
When an elephant catches a body, you can almost be certain it was premeditated. And it's in populations that have been fragmented. When an elephant catches a body, you can almost be certain it was premeditated. And it's in populations that have been fragmented by poaching where young male elephants really fly off the handle. And bull elephants are already pretty high-strung as it is, but they managed to get worse in communities decimated by poaching. To the point where 3 elephants in South Africa were responsible for deleting 63 rhinos as well as charging at people. Now to be fair, poaching typically targets older
What did
bulls,
he
and
do?
research shows that without old heads around, younger male elephants go into must a lot
He
sooner
thinks
than
they-
should.
you know what?
Which I
Fuck
get.
it.
What I don't get is why that has to involve turning a rhino from a tight end to a wideout. What you have to remember is that elephants are intelligent enough to experience every human emotion like compassion, empathy, and love. But for every headline like this, you might get a headline like this. And if elephants wore shoes, they'd rock the biggest black Air Forces the world's ever seen. But that's only because the next animal on this list
Wait, what did
rock
he
the
say?
big headline like intelligent enough to experience every human emotion like compassion, empathy, and
Spow.
love. But for every headline
When the elephant came to mourn, the elephant was
like
what?
this, you might get a headline like
Oh, the
this.
elephant whisper. Elephant killed woman and returns her. Oh, he just said this already.
And if elephants wore shoes, they'd rock the biggest black Air Forces the world's ever seen. But that's only because the next animal on this list doesn't have legs.
He's about to be a fish.
One of the biggest injustices of
Yeah.
cinema is that where dolphins got cast as a lovable flipper, sharks got typecast as Jaws. Dolphins are the most disrespectful beings in the ocean. Makes sense because they're basically intelligent hydrodynamic hippos. They regularly bully sharks, use fish heads and live eels as marital aids, commit unprovoked acts of porpoiside, all while letting humanity think they're the good guys. They have mating practices so brutal that I probably can't even talk about them. Just know that what dolphins like to do to each other, guidelines might try to do to me. But we can't talk about dolphins without talking about the biggest dolphin of all. The orca is the most dominant apex predator on the planet that isn't human. And as if sheer size and intelligence wasn't enough, they typically hunt in pods with the coordination of a wolf pack, which is how this oppressive sea Oreo regularly griefs the tankiest animals on the planet. They're such a force that great whites have been known to abandon hunting grounds for up to a year once this steroid quality guppy makes an appearance. Probably because they've been known to use the shark's biology against them to rob them of their heart and liver, just to leave the rest of the shark to sink to the abyss. And then there's the fact that orcas often practice their craft on other animals. Which is why if you ever feel bad about penguins getting bullied by seals, I suggest you see what happens when a Navy SEAL joins the Air Force. And while you could chalk this up to hunting strategy, there's also the chance that living life on Roku difficulty means orcas get bored and just start trying stuff. And while it's true a wild orca has never taken out a human, that hasn't stopped them from actively messing with human vessels with disturbing regularity. It's like they know who's ruining the ocean and adjust their behavior accordingly. Either way, orcas are the humans of all things. Moral of the story, Free Willy should have been put on parole. The only thing more black Air Force than an animal that griefs everything around it would be an animal that commits atrocities.
Wait, so is he talking about? Cause how we go from dolphins to fucking orcas?
It's its own.
So was he talking? Huh?
And that's
Is
why
this one
orcas
about
grow-
orcas or dolphin? See, dolphins. This should say dolphins right here, Chad. This should say dolphins. He talk about. He go from dolphins to fucking
Clue
orcas.
number 3. Ask any zookeeper what animal they fear the most. They
Orcas?
don't-
Orcas are a type of a dolphin, really? I thought they were like different. So like they're like dolphins, but like I did not know that. I thought they were like different, you know what I'm saying, species type of shit. I did not know that. He said that? Did he say that?
Don't say chimps, they've
Nah,
never
that's
worked
crazy.
with one. A common misconception
You learn
is
something
that
new
chimps
every day,
are 5
chat.
times stronger than the average man. And while the number is actually closer to 1.5, chimps have more fast twitch muscles, a stronger bite force, and a stronger grip force. Their ability to use tools is fascinating to watch, until you realize that means they're able to create and use weapons. People often forget that chimpanzees are pack-hunting predators able to execute attacks with the precision of early man, and that doesn't just apply to their prey. Chimps in Luongo National Park have been documenting attacking families of gorillas and murking any helpless offspring they can get their hands on. Literally no animal safe from the violent tendencies of a furious George, but it's the damage they inflict against their own kind that puts them over the top. Chimp casualties often share the same injuries: a disfigured face, missing fingers if not entire hands, and a non-consensual neutering. Chimps seem to have an understanding of what's important to an animal, and they go out of their way to remove it. It's why I can show you this picture and you'll understand. And it's why instead of organ donor, I have, if ever maimed by a chimp, just let me die on my driver's license. And it's also why you probably have a better chance of surviving being locked in a room with a lion than in a room with a furry chainsaw with thumbs. The fact that a chimp can get put 6 feet under by members of its own troop guarantees them a spot on this list. The only way an animal could beat that is if something was enough of a menace to be a legitimate threat to itself. And that's exactly what number 1 is. But before we reveal number 1, here's some honorable mentions. The Canadian goose, for having the most irrational confidence of any animal. They actually almost went extinct, and now they revolve their entire existence around punishing humanity for it. Swans, because what geese think they are, swans always have been. Wolverines, because they're more than capable of hunting for themselves, but they'd rather tax animals 3 times their size for a living. Meerkats, for being quite literally the most homicidal mammals on the planet. And now at number 1, to absolutely no one's surprise.
What do y'all think? Chat. What y'all think? Number 1. I honestly don't know. I ain't gonna lie.
The honey badger, the most unapologetically disrespectful creature on Earth. I have an entire video dedicated to the exploits of this
lion. Yeah, the lion.
They'll regularly.
That's what I was gonna say. Nah, I thought it was gonna be a lion too.
Leopards and throw a tantrum if they get caught. They'll take on packs of animals that realistically should be able to one-shot them. But the Oreo weasel has plot armor in the form of crackhead courage.
Or I thought it was gonna be something bigger. At least I thought it was gonna be something like, you know what I'm saying? At least that's on like. What, like?
They'll raid the hives of African bees, the same bees that are 10 times meaner.
Let's see why this number 1. Start over. Let's see.
And now at number 1, to absolutely no one's surprise, the honey badger, the most unapologetically disrespectful creature on Earth. I have an entire video dedicated to the exploits of this steroid skunk, but here are some highlights. They'll regularly pinch food from leopards and then throw a tantrum if they get caught. They'll take on packs of animals that realistically should be able to one-shot them. But the Oreo weasel has plot armor in the form of crackhead courage. They'll raid the hives of African bees, the same bees that are 10 times meaner and sting 10 times more than their European cousins. And honey badgers aren't immune to bee stings. They're resistant, but enough stings will flatline a honey badger. But ask the honey badger if he cares. He won't answer, but you know the answer. These prison ferrets also run fades with highly venomous cobras. If they manage to get bitten, they'll just slip into a cobra-induced coma and then wake up hours later and walk it off like a Sunday morning hangover. Even the honey badger's idea of self-defense is as offensive as you can get. As in, they'll reverse their anal pouches inside out.
He said he's almost gonna guess who woke up at 6 a.m.
And honestly, any animal that religiously attacks the baby makers of others is a different tier of
You better
menace.
get you some
No
cup
other
of tea.
badger represented this better than Stoffel, who once escaped from his enclosure and picked a fight with a neighboring family of lions who nearly mauled him to death. After about 2 months in the hospital, the first thing the affiliated ferret did fresh out was go right back at the same lions to settle the score. And that was only one of the hundreds of times Stoffel managed to raise the blood pressure of the people around him. But here's the real kicker.
He said,
Stoffel
nah,
was
fish and
actually
chips.
hand-raised by humans at a young age and therefore imprinted on them. He had no intention of ever leaving. The whole thing was just a game to him. Because if blatant disrespect were a sport, they still wouldn't play it because anything involving rules goes against a honey badger's belief system. But that's gonna do it for this video. For more consistent content, be sure to follow my Instagram.
Nah, this was a W video, and I did not expect this to be number 1. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you would expect, shit, kangaroo could have been number 1. You feel me, chat? Like a kangaroo or a hippo, really? Hippo, kangaroo, like an elephant, maybe even an orca. But I guess, I don't know. That just kind of threw me off. Silverback gorilla. Am I just doing a react stream? I don't know. I'm just streaming right now. They get late night. I just came up a bit probably though. Well, I ain't gonna say a whole stream, but I want to do some reactions. I'm just cooling right now. You know what I'm saying? We just about to cool. Should we watch this right here? Gideon, y'all be watching these videos right here? Y'all be watching these Gideon videos right here? So you watch this sometimes? Sometimes usually I don't like watching them on stream because it really just be the same thing. They just sit there and talk and stuff like that. But like, but we can watch this one if y'all want to. I caught someone worse than this nigga, Epstein. Type in eating world heaviest man diet. Hold on. Which one? First one? Alright, bet.
This is what the world.
Alright, hold on. Alright, but we're not gonna watch this yet. Let's watch this. We ain't gonna watch. Let's just see how this is real quick. Cause it's really the same shit. I just want to see, and then we gonna like, you know what I'm saying?
Addicted to it? Yeah, I guess.
Chat. First of all, let's say this, chat. First of all, when y'all get to a certain age, chat, I swear to God, if you ever in my chat and you talk to little kids, and you over 18, chat, and you talk to little kids, if you said, I don't, nigga, if you just talk to little kids, chat, bro, get out of my chat and unsubscribe to me right now. Unsubscribe right now. And go jump off a bridge, nigga.
We shouldn't be watching Chop anymore. Would you say you're addicted to it?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I do watch it.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how addicted are you? 9.
What? Wait, hold on. What?
On a scale from 1 to 10, how addicted are you? 9. When was the last time we watched Chop?
Yesterday, probably. It's mostly just girls taking their clothes off and stuff.
So I guess what's the most hardcore thing? Like the most, I can't even talk about that. What video?
I mean, there's like gore.
W5 like chat, you know what I'm saying? Little late night stream, 1 o'clock in the morning type shit, you know what I'm saying, man. I haven't had a late night stream like this in a minute. W.
Decapitation, murder.
Are they decapitating babies?
I've seen those before, yeah.
Do you ever kind of feel disgusted with yourself after you nut?
No.
Really?
I mean, probably should, but not really.
Yo, what's good, YouTube, man? Welcome back to a brand new episode of EDP Watch. I am your host, Marcus Cousins III.
See, chat, look, this how I'm gonna look right here, chat, look.
Why you guys haven't
Chat, I'm gonna look just like this, chat. If we hit, like I'm saying, at the end of 2026, if we hit 100K, if we somehow go crazy, you know what I'm saying? We go crazy next year, hit 100K, I'm shaving my shit just like this, chat. My shit finna just like this.
An episode in the last 10 days is because your boy's been sick. I've been very sick. But now we gotta deal with somebody even sicker. We gotta deal with Mr. Patrick.
You see how there's never black?
Patrick.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I seen a couple. Yeah, it don't be a lot of black people, but I done seen a couple black niggas. Hold on. Let's see. Just based off the cover. You right though. You definitely right though, Sammy. You definitely right. You definitely right, cause you right, cause last time I did see a black person was a minute ago. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. He cooked. Sammy cooked with that. That boy cooked. Sammy, you cooked with that. Where the black people at? Oh, see, look, boom. Here go. I remember this guy right here. He black, right? Chat. He black right here. This nigga, he like black right. I remember that was like a year ago though. I remember that one. But yeah, you right though. You definitely right. Why have you watched so many? Cause I fuck with Gideon and they just be interested. I'll watch them. I'll be watching them with my mom too. I watch a lot of these with my mom and shit. But hold on, let's get back to where we was.
So deep into it. Very sick. Why you guys haven't had an episode in the last 10 days is because your boy's been sick. I've been very sick. But now we gotta deal with somebody even sicker. We gotta deal with Mr. Patrick Kerwin. Patrick Kerwin is one of the most vile guys I have ever caught. Definitely top 5. But sadly, we got a couple more that are coming soon that are worse. But this dude, just horrible.
horrible and just really deep into CP collection. I mean, he is so deep into it that, like, I think it would even make CP collectors be like, okay, that's too much. That's how deep this dude is into it. And not only that, but he has been under a federal investigation for 2 years, right? And I'm not going to tell you guys now what he was under investigation for. You guys will figure that out later. But sadly, he has a real life victim as well. So this dude is an absolute horrible monster that we caught.
Well, he said, oh,
Huge
damn,
shout out
that's
to D-Court
crazy.
Randy for giving us this case. And without any further ado, let's catch this freak.
Hey.
Hi, I'm 12. How old are you?
I'm 42. I'm from Buffalo, New York. Do you ever talk with older guys?
That's why I see, look, chat. That's why I don't fuck with the Bills now. Buffalo, New York, Buffalo Bills. That's why I don't fuck with them niggas now.
You?
I mean, I'm an
Say
older
nah.
guy, but I do like to talk to girls your age.
Cool.
I could get in trouble with underage girl,
Why would you get into trouble, though?
like stuff.
What do you mean?
The last time I did it was like I was in 20s.
How old was she?
Like your age. I would love to slide my fingers down your panties.
Hey, Patrick? Hey, what's up, my man?
It's crazy, chat, because it's really like sickos out here in this world that really talk to little kids like that, chat. You feel me? Like, that shit crazy as fuck.
Man, good. My name's DeMarcus. Hey, I was wondering if we can have a conversation. It's about some messages online. I don't want your job to find out about it.
Alright.
Yeah. Appreciate you, man.
He said, you know, last stream almost donated $200 out of my mom's credit card. Man, you cat, man. Do it right now. If you was gonna do it last, do it right now.
And also, man, I'm not
What are you
calling
talking
for anything.
about? Wait, I don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Do not use 200. Do not spend $200 off your mom credit card, bro. I swear to God, don't do that. Unless you really want to. If you really want to, go ahead. But like, don't do that shit, bro. You feel me?
What's this? What the f is this? We know you hate child predators. What?
Well, you know, do we have an what? You want it? You know, Mandy? Yeah. Well, you know how you were telling her you wanted her to tell her family? Well, she told her dad, and her dad was like, oh, you know what? He doesn't want to get law enforcement involved, but he, you know, asked me to talk with you. We have an organization that kind of talks to individuals that are talking to kids. You want to just stand over here and we can just talk?
Yeah.
So that way none of your coworkers hear about your business. How long you been working here, man? Praise God, man. Awesome. So, I mean, just to kind of be straight up, like, how old did Manny tell you that she was online?
She's
Okay, hey, I appreciate you being honest. And I appreciate her being honest, too. I know a lot of girls, they like to set up guys and stuff, but she was honest with you and you're honest with me. I didn't read all the messages. Like, you know, I didn't want to kind of put you in a bind or anything. But I guess who was kind of being more flirtatious? Was she being more flirtatious or was it more on your end?
both.
It was like kind of mutual?
Yeah.
Okay, appreciate that, man. So her dad, you know, Mandy's mom, when he was 25, Manny's mom was as well when they got together. So he's not opposed to the idea of an older guy, you know, dating a younger girl, but it's just kind of like, who's the guy and what kind of...
See, like this one, I'm talking about, they just
So
yapping
listen, man,
for real,
I don't care about
like.
any of this internet bullshit, you know. That's just two people that are attracted to each other.
Well, it'd be
talking.
interesting.
My whole thing is, you were
But he
saying
just
that
finna be
some
just
other
sitting here
dudes were
yapping.
sending you, like,
Like, yeah, he just finna be sitting here yapping. Like, it's crazy.
videos of them naked and stuff. Yeah, I just don't want you to be like, oh, he hit me, and then also the owner. Oh, owner, my bad. Big boss. Yeah. So, like I was saying, man, you know, they freaking put all
All right,
that
let's see. Let's go to Sammy video. Let's watch Sammy video. Yeah, we better watch Sammy video. Let's go.
This is what the world's heaviest man eats for breakfast. To start off his day, Walter Hudson ate 12. This is what the world's heaviest man eats for breakfast.
God
to start off
damn.
His day, this is what the
What? Bacon look good as shit. I ain't gonna lie.
To start off his day, Walter Hudson ate 12 eggs, a pound of bacon, 32 sausages, an entire loaf of bread with grape jelly, and a pot of coffee. I'm giving myself until midnight tonight to finish not just this breakfast, but everything else on Walter's meal plan, which, as I'm sure you can imagine, is pretty gigantic, just like I'm gonna be by the end of this challenge.
Oh my goodness, I can barely see you guys over my gigantic stomach.
To kick off
That's
meal one.
See you guys
ain't no way that's his stomach, chat.
my gigantic stomach.
That's I'm saying that's
To kick
2
off
weeks.
meal one, I poured
That's
an
2 weeks
entire
worth of
pot
breakfast.
coffee. And a few seconds later, I realized I should actually toast that bread. Oh, dang it. Looks like this got a bit.
Nigga said he gonna toast it. He said he gonna toast it, not burn it. Goddamn.
Even though this bread was a little extra toasty, everything was tasting amazing. The highlight of this meal was definitely the crunchy bread. After working my way through most of the bread and some eggs, this challenge was off to a great start.
See, I already be
Alright,
full
our eggs,
already. What the
along with our
fuck?
first cup of coffee have been eliminated. Now it's time to work on my breakfast sausage. It's a firm belief of mine that breakfast sausage cannot be eaten without some delicious maple syrup. Shout out to all my Canadian viewers watching this video. Breakfast sausage pairs perfectly with maple syrup. The other combination it pairs perfectly with, some tasty leftover eggs and maple syrup. I made quick work of the rest of the breakfast sausage. All right, the sausage is down so far. This meal is tasting amazing.
He gonna do the
I set
bacon
my sights
next.
on the bread next.
Oh, the bread? Really?
Bread. After using pretty much half the jar of grape jelly, I had myself a grape jelly sandwich. That was a lot of jelly.
That's too much
Obviously, I was
jelly.
hungry for sure, because
Ugh.
grape jelly sandwiches just sounded good. But a few minutes later, I brought an old friend to the party. I need to know down below in the comments.
God
who is team chunky
damn.
peanut butter and who is team creamy peanut butter.
Yo, chat, creamy?
I
Creamy
need
or
to know down
chunky?
below in the comments who is team chunky peanut butter and who is
Creamy or chunky peanut butter, chat? Let me see something real quick. Creamy, okay. Sorry, shit. Exactly. Creamy. Creamy, exactly. Yeah, creamy. 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 Chunky is fucking nasty. Like, what the fuck?
team creamy.
I mean, it's not nasty. It still tastes good, but it just like...
Nothing rings my bells like a toasted peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Or a couple.
It's
of
like
toasted
drinking orange juice. Exactly. Facts, bro.
My God,
Facts.
so much bread. It's probably too much information, but there's a reason why I chose this mug. It's because it's the
Drinking
truth.
orange
You'll
juice
find
with
out very
pulp.
shortly
That's
why
it. What's
this
that,
is
bro?
true.
Facts, bro.
I took a few more sips of coffee and got back to work on the rest of the bread. Grape jelly-
6,000 goddamn Chad, what the fuck?
Just
6,000
wasn't cutting it
calories?
anymore. So
What?
I decided to use some peanut butter to get down the rest of the bread. But at this point, the bread was really starting to fill me up.
7,000 calories,
Right now.
bro.
Next, I set my sights on the bacon, dipped in some maple syrup, of course.
You like orange juice with pulp? Oh my
I thought
god.
that combo was tasty.
It's not a
What I
bad
made
thing, but
next
it's just like, oh my god. bro.
I slathered some peanut butter and some leftover bread. Added a few slices of bacon on that bread.
Oh, well, no shit
topped
floating
with
in
some
my
grape
shit.
Jelly, of course. And then I had to do one last thing.
Drinking shit got shit.
I am most definitely going to be regretting this tomorrow.
After I'm after I'm done drinking the juice, I'm fucking picking shit out my mouth and shit, getting the pulp out my mouth, like
W. Oh, W moment. This was one of the most unnecessarily delicious things I've ever eaten in my life.
peanut butter
After
and
making quick
bacon.
work of it, the only thing left was one slice of bread. Last piece of bread.
8,000 calories, chap.
Breakfast was complete. Next up was Walter's snack. According to the article that I got Walter's diet from, his between the meal snacks consisted of a handful of candy bars. But how much is a handful?
So did he eat did he eat his snacks like after he got done eating his breakfast, or did he wait a little bit?
After a few Google searches, I realized that a handful could mean anything. Thankfully, I had something up my sleeve. All right, everyone. So I have a random.
Oh,
number
okay.
generator
It looked like
for
he
my
went somewhere. Okay, he's somewhere else, so he might have waited a little
Or
bit.
6. A handful to me is like 2 or 3. A handful to Walter Hudson is probably like double that. So I'm gonna let this decide for me. After seeing how many candy bars I had to eat, all that coffee hit me. I hit the store to get my candy bars, and I saw one that really caught my eye. And then I had one of the worst caffeine crashes of my life. I I started with the Reese's Fast Break Bar, and since I'm a Reese's lover, this got a fire. I took down the Fast Break Bar along with the Hershey's Cookies and Cream Bar.
Reese's Big Cup with Reese's Puffs.
This Reese's Big Cup was also incredibly delicious. But the bar
I love Reese's shit. This is so good.
And now what I've been looking forward to trying the most, the Fruity Pebbles chocolate bar.
The craziest part, this had real Fruity Pebbles inside.
Ooh.
A few minutes later, all the candy bars were down.
Everyone just like that. 4 candy bars are down.
The first snack was complete. Next up, lunch.
Everyone, so far this challenge is going fantastic. The only thing I'm starting to worry about is the fact that I haven't used the bathroom today.
And then it hit me. I needed to find a bathroom ASAP.
Like, so this is same day after he ate that big ass meal in the morning, bro? What the hell? Yeah, that nigga probably on the toilet for fucking an hour, 2 hours.
All right, everyone, it's time for lunch, and all I gotta say is exercise. I thought you meant extra fries. Man, I really gotta get a new joke.
Oh my god, what is fruity? You don't know what? Wait, first of all, he in chat and said don't know what Fruity Pebbles are. You don't know what Fruity Pebbles are, bro? Oh my god, that's that UK shit right there. That's that UK shit. You
Walter's
ever tried? You ever tried Snickers
Beverage
with
with
Reese's?
a large
Nah.
bottle of soda.
It's almost 5 p.m. right now. I'm having a bit of a late lunch, but we gotta get this show on the road.
Walter ate 2 large sandwiches for lunch, so I ordered the Subway Philly sandwich. Needless to say, I was a big fan. I was surprised because this actually tasted like an authentic cheesesteak. The combination of the steak, American cheese, peppers, onions, and mayonnaise made this a fantastic sandwich.
I gotta get a quick
Fruity Pebbles is nasty, bro. You tripping,
Even though
bro.
I had 1 sandwich left.
Y'all ever tried, like, bro, y'all ever tried the Rice Krispie treat, but it's like Fruity Pebbles? It's like a fat at Buc-ee's. I don't know if y'all ever been to Buc-ee's. It's like a fucking gas station type shit with hella gas pumps and shit. And then that shit is fucking. It's like a Rice Krispie treat, but a big ass Fruity Pebble one, like. And then Fruity Pebbles as an edible too, chat. Ooh,
I moved to the next part of Walter's lunch.
Now I gotta get on over to my round of fries, which I'm gonna wash down with some sugar-free ketchup. It helps cancel out all the calories.
Unsurprisingly, the fries tasted like French fries. If you're new to the channel, I really love French fries.
2,000 calories.
I'm Team Waffle Fry, but to me, building a mound of waffle fries just sounded really weird. So I figured I would just make a mound of regular fries. Yeah, I have so many carbs inside of me. Woo.
Even though I was starting to get full, I still had an entire Subway sandwich to eat after this.
We gotta get on over to my last Subway sandwich right here, which is arguably one of the best Subway sandwiches on the Subway sandwich menu. Wow, that's so many vegetables. Why the f did they put this many vegetables on there?
Even with the unnecessary amount of vegetables, this sandwich tasted mind-blowing. But unfortunately, all this bread was really starting to hit me.
Man, I've eaten so much bread today. Ooh.
But fortunately, I was able to push through and finish off the sandwich.
Well, I got down all the fries, the subs. Fortunately, I still have this Coca-Cola left over, which I'm gonna use in my next food adventure. So yeah, I'm gonna hold off on the rest of this Coke for now.
Because I didn't finish the Coke, lunch was a fail. The number I rolled next was 5. At this point, I had taken down just over 15,000 calories, and I hadn't even gotten to the hardest part of this challenge yet.
All right, everyone, just a quick status update as I head to the store to grab my next round of candy bars. I'm not doing very well.
You think
My
he gonna
stomach
throw
feels
up?
like a black hole full of French fries, bread, and a lot of regret right now.
Jay, he probably gonna throw up.
All I gotta say is that volume-wise, the final meal is gonna be the biggest meal in this entire challenge. And the last challenge was a complete fail. And the last thing I wanna do is fail 2 challenges in a row for you guys. So let's just say this is about to get pretty crazy. Those sandwiches are not sitting very well right now.
I picked out the rest of my candy bars, and it was time for snack number 2.
I'm actually pretty excited to try 2 of these because I've never had them before. I also got my Coke. Taste the rainbow. Why did I just say that? That's Skittles, not Coke. Oh. I'm gonna start with the Zero bar.
I was pleasantly surprised by the taste of the Zero bar. It was an explosion of almond, peanut, and caramel nougat.
Nice taste of it.
Finally, I had to get to the Snickers bar.
Where my Snickers people at?
You can never go wrong with the Snickers bar, but the bar I had next has a special place in my heart.
Three Musketeers. This was good, but the bar I had next really stole the show. My first time trying a Carmelo bar. Let's take a moment. Oh my goodness, look at that action. Look at that caramel action. Woo.
Slack, do you like almonds or I don't know what that is? Or wait, did he just show that?
Never go wrong. Carmel.
I don't even know. I don't think I tried that before.
One word, legendary. Biting into this Carmelo bar was like a symphony of chocolatey deliciousness.
10 out of 10. That was amazing. Speaking of amazing, it's time to get to one of my favorite chocolate bars out there, the Butterfinger. And if you made it up into this point of the video, pause the video and drop a chocolate bar emoji down below in the comments.
It's like a, oh yeah, see, I don't even like candy for real, chat, so I probably wouldn't even like it. I don't even eat candy. The only candy I really eat, or like chocolate and shit, is Reese's for real.
Walter's second snack and lunch had been completed. Now it was time for dinner, the biggest meal of this entire challenge. I picked up a bottle of Coke and 4 ham steaks.
That was almost harder than eating this food.
An apple pie and the most difficult part of the meal, the potatoes.
Exercise? I thought you meant extra pie. Okay, I definitely need a new joke now.
Walter's dinner beverage was a bottle of soda. He also ate 4 or 5 ham steaks for dinner.
Tastes like ham.
Eating almost 2 pounds of protein this late into a challenge, I was seriously doubting I'd be able to complete this one.
These ham steaks are freaking huge. I'm very salty.
Thankfully, I was able to get the last ham steak down, but I was getting very full.
I'm not gonna lie, those ham steaks were a solid 1 out of 10. I have no idea why someone would want to eat a ham steak.
He said, yo, Stan, you like you about to fall asleep.
Shout out to everybody that knows the deliciousness of tahini. That's how you pronounce this. It's fucking delicious. Pardon my French.
With the addition of the tahini, this corn was actually pretty tasty. With only 1 cob left, there's something I had to say.
And I just gotta say, if this video gets 50,000 likes, I will attempt to eat the diet of the world's heaviest woman. So if you want to see that, give the video a like if you haven't already.
I finished off the last corn on the cob and set my sights on the food that was gonna be the most difficult to get down, the potatoes.
Now it's time for me to move on to the most difficult part of this entire meal, our healthy potatoes.
For dinner, Walter had a half dozen potatoes.
While I was in the store, I was wondering what I could eat these potatoes with, and I saw Smart Balance. I'll pick that up later. I don't think I've ever actually had this before, but I do see green, and it is called Smart Balance, so that obviously means we can use as much of it as we want, because it must be calorie-free. Sarcasm.
After a generous amount of Smart Balance, it was time to get to work.
Oh, it's gonna be rough. Oh hey, this is gluten-free.
Man, that boy water where y'all had 5 sleeping. I'm starting to get
These potatoes are just like bricks.
I'm getting a little tired.
I did the only thing I could do.
Can we watch the other one after? Yeah, we can watch the women one after this.
At this point, I
the
felt like a human water balloon, and
heaviest
Wild Sauce
woman.
wasn't helping with the fullness.
I can't say WOW moment right now because I feel like if I do, I'm gonna. Yeah. Okay.
With the ham steaks I put down earlier, each potato was getting harder and harder to eat. So I decided to make a decision.
Oh my goodness. I felt like this in the last challenge too. Except it was bagels and not potatoes doing this to me. But everybody, here's the deal. There's no way I'm gonna be able to finish this potato and this pie right now. It's currently 9:16 right now, which means I have about 2.5 hours left in this day. So I'm gonna chill out and actually do something that I feel like I should do.
I can barely see you guys over my mountainous stomach.
Yo, what the fuck, Chad? There's no way that why? Like, why does that look fake for? Like, Chad, what the fuck?
Stomach. Oh, this is embarrassing.
Let's make a little deal. If I've gained over 14 pounds, you have to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. If I gain under 14 pounds, you can unsubscribe from my channel. Let's weigh in.
My pre-challenge weight was 169.2 pounds. My current weight, 184.7 pounds. A gain of over 15 pounds. After over an hour of digestion time, I came back to finish the fight. I had less than a half an hour to get down this massive serving of apple pie, the rest of the soda, and the last potato. With the massive amount of starch I'd consumed over the day, finishing this meal was gonna be a battle.
All right, everybody, well, it is 11:30 right now, and the food baby is quite large. Like usual, I look 27 months pregnant. I should be on the next cover of GQ. I should be on the next cover of GQ.
That's crazy.
Oh, the thought of putting this potato in my mouth is just absolutely repulsive right now. Thank goodness for zero sugar whipped cream.
I dove headfirst into the apple pie. At this point, I felt like my stomach had detached from my body, but the finish line was in sight.
I feel like I'm about to give birth to a baby made of Subway sandwiches and toast. The apple pie's been eliminated. All I gotta say, everybody, is that it's gonna be a long time before I touch another potato.
Nigga chugging the Pepsi, what the fuck?
I've successfully eaten like the world's heaviest man for one day. Man, that was rough.
If you thought this challenge was crazy, be sure to go check out that one time I ate like Nikocado avocado for a day. Or check out my last challenge where I ate 10 times serving sizes for one day. Subscribe for more crazy food challenges just like this one, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Yeah. Where's the heaviest?
Today, I'm attempting to finish the world's heaviest woman's daily diet, and this is meal 1. A typical breakfast for Susan Amon is 4 to 5 donuts, 4 to 5 potatoes made into hash browns, a full package of bacon, 4 corn dogs dipped in nacho cheese, and a 7-egg ham cheese omelet. A few weeks ago...
Wait, not this one? It's a different one?
After just barely managing to finish the world's heaviest man's daily diet, I uttered the words that I'm most definitely going to be regretting by the end of today.
And I just gotta say, if this video gets 50,000 likes, I will attempt to eat the diet of the world's heaviest woman.
Oh. Fully completing this challenge is going to be close to impossible, because Susan's diet has more
God
calories and
damn.
more items.
Look at his shorty legs,
Completing
chat.
this challenge is going to be close to impossible, because Susan's diet...
God damn, that shit is scary. That shit's scary, bro. Is that her leg or her fucking stomach? Oh, that's her stomach. And that's her legs right there. God, fuck. Shit, fuck. Look at her fucking belly button. God damn. Fucking put your shoulders through that motherfucker. God. Like, look at his belly button. Like, look at his shit. Look at his belly. A little bit, you know what I'm saying? He big. His belly, you know what I'm saying? And then look at her shit. God, fuck.
It has more calories and more items than the world's heaviest man's diet. But when it comes to food challenges, I do not give up. Man, that was really lame.
She got a holy chat. She ain't got any or out. She got a holy.
Susan eats around 11 times what the average person eats in a day. My strategy to get through this challenge was to break this up into 4 separate meals.
All right, donuts are down.
Those were tasty. After the donuts were down, I moved on to the 7-egg ham and cheese omelet. How could I forget? Who's team ketchup on eggs? Comment down below. I made sure to enjoy this omelet as much as possible, because I had a feeling my taste buds were about to get bombarded.
All right, the omelet is down.
After the omelet, it was time to get to the 4 corn dogs dipped in nacho cheese.
This is a ridiculous amount of cheese.
Unsurprisingly, the first corn dog tasted amazing. After working my way through the first few corn dogs, I got an idea. I decided to take a corn dog and combine it with some tasty bacon, dipped in some nacho cheese. This combination was
Imagine. That's good, chat. Y'all think that's good?
Next, it was time to move to the full package of bacon.
Yo, that bacon looks so good, bro.
After getting into the bacon, I decided to combine it with the leftover nacho cheese. Little did I know that this nacho cheese was about to be the bane of my existence for the next few hours.
All right, so our bacon is fully down.
Next, it was time for the biggest breakfast item, the hash browns. Instead of using ketchup, I decorated my hash browns with some nacho cheese.
Gotta do what I gotta do. Boom.
Now this combination was spectacular. These hash browns tasted amazing, but a few minutes later, I realized that eating all this cheese so early on definitely wasn't a smart decision.
All right, this cheese was a bit unnecessary.
I decided to make a call for my own stomach's sake.
That was rough. I got everything down besides this unnecessarily large bowl of cheese. What I'm gonna do is end up saving that cheese because what I got
Why do you want me to be sweet?
Most likely gonna
For
require
real.
me to use that cheese anyways. It's about 1 o'clock right now, which means I have about 11 hours until the end of this challenge.
Since I didn't finish the cheese, meal 1 was a fail. On the plus side, I was 20% through Susan's diet. A few hours later, I had a pizza at my doorstep and it was time for meal 2. Everybody, I had a really awesome pizza joke I was gonna say before I got into this meal, but I just couldn't get down the delivery. Get it? Because the pizza got delivered. The next item on the list was a large pepperoni pizza. The crunchiness was spectacular. As I worked my way through this very crunchy pizza, it was starting to taste pretty bland, and I was in the mood to try something I'd never tried before, so I reached for Domino's garlic sauce. Let's just say I wasn't a fan. But what I am a fan of is Domino's ranch. Using the ranch, I worked my way through the rest of the pizza. The item up next, I
Bro,
was very
check.
much looking forward to.
Bro, like his stomach,
The next
like
item on the
he
list was
gotta
2 bowls
be
of ice cream.
fucking shitty
The website I got Susan's
for the
diet from didn't
rest.
specify
Like,
the
bro,
so I
after
chose
he
one
was
of the
done
most
filming this
popular
chat,
out there.
this nigga had to be shitty as fuck.
2
Like,
bowls of ice cream right here.
And that's when I got another idea. Ice cream and ranch.
I'm just kidding. I'm not that sick.
The first bowl went down quick.
First ice cream down. I was gotta say, cookie dough ice cream is absolutely fantastic.
The second bowl went down even quicker.
Right. 2 bowls of ice cream are down.
After that, it was time for a full-sized bag of potato chips.
All right, now we have our large bag of chips. And I chose the best chips you can possibly buy. We have barbecue chips. Pick that up later. Who out there's team barbecue chip? Comment barbecue down below.
I decided to make use of the leftover cheese from earlier. As I got back into the cheese, I knew that the next few hours were going to be rough.
I have a feeling I'm gonna be deeply regretting this cheese in about 20 minutes.
especially with that cheese, but nigga gotta go blow that bitch up.
Just gotta get my chip together.
After my pathetic joke, I worked my way through the rest of the chips and the cheese.
I'm calling that done.
With the chips and the cheese down, it was time for the next item, which is a bag of peanut M&Ms. These were harder to open than they were to eat. Thankfully, knives exist.
Sharing size.
The combination of the sweet chocolate and the salty peanuts are what make peanut M&Ms truly spectacular.
Our M&Ms are down.
The next item will probably come as a surprise. Strawberries.
Thank goodness Susan had some strawberries to help cancel out some of the calories. Everyone's about 4:10 right now, which means I have about 7 hours and 50 minutes left. The good news is I'm 50% through this diet. The bad news is the next 2 meals are
Slack, Marvel or
harder than the
DC?
first
Marvel.
and the second meals.
All right, guys, the next item in Susan's diet is 2 bacon cheeseburgers. I'm having a hard time deciding where I want to go to get the bacon cheeseburgers, so I'm going to let Yelp decide. Each restaurant on Yelp has a number attached to it, so I'm going to let a random number generator choose where I go to get my bacon cheeseburgers. The 7th item on the list was Five Guys. Unfortunately, Five Guys' bacon cheeseburger is one of the highest calorie burgers in fast food, which was going to be a problem. But I had an even bigger problem to worry about in the next meal, because Susan ate 6 avocados made into guacamole. If you know me, you'll know that avocados are one of my most hated foods, and I had to eat 6 of them.
Marvel is the only right
Gonna be
answer,
incredibly
exactly.
Tough because I have one of my least favorite foods
Like
on
DC
planet
tough,
Earth
but
on my table right now. But every item I can get down is a step
Marvel?
in the right direction. All right, that one was really bad. I decided to start off with the 6 avocados made into guacamole, which is where I ran into another problem.
Okay, these are not fucking ripe at all, dude. Holy shit. I feel like one of those people that just comes around to your table when you're eating at a Mexican restaurant and makes guacamole right in front of you.
I did the best I could.
Cool.
But I'm gonna call this chopped avocado slash guacamole. Since the next item on the list was a full bag of chips, I decided to combine the 2.
I'll be eating it with a full bag of chips.
I expected this to taste
Niggas
absolutely disgusting.
says Slack
but I was
when I
quite
get
surprised.
flights out to
It's actually not
America.
that bad.
I figured it was because of the tasty Doritos buffering the taste of the avocado.
I'll pick that up later.
So once I finished the Doritos, I decided to deal with the guacamole later.
Yeah, we're gonna push that off to the side. Mother of God.
I moved on to the next item on the list, which is the 2 bacon cheeseburgers.
Shout out to Five Guys for the unnecessarily high calorie burgers they make.
I am an In-N-Out guy at heart, but these were tasty.
Not bad.
The first few bites were, at least.
I gotta say, if you made it up into this point, of the video,
When Trump
drop
is
a
not
cheeseburger
president.
emoji down below.
With all the food from the first 2 meals in my stomach and all that cheese from earlier, this is when things really started to go downhill.
Oh man, that cheese from earlier is not mixing very well with the avocado I just ate. Oh my sweet goodness.
I pushed on to the next item, which was a box of mac and cheese.
Next thing I gotta get. Next thing I gotta get. Next thing I gotta get. Excuse me. Next thing I gotta get to, a full box of mac and cheese.
At this point, I was much fuller than I expected to be, and with time running out, I needed to make something happen. This mac and cheese felt like a sandbag in my stomach. All that was on my mind was the ridiculous amount of cheese that I had already eaten earlier.
Nigga about to be
Yeah, this mac and cheese just
shitty.
sucks. Sorry, no offense, Kraft, but lately your products have just been subpar.
It took a little while, but I was able to finish the rest of the mac and cheese.
Right, well, the mac and cheese is down.
Next up was another surprising item, 3 bananas.
Shout out to Susan for allowing me to get some potassium in today.
With how full I was at this point, I knew that these bananas were going to give me some serious trouble, and they most definitely did.
Oh, no. Oh, that's not good. I'm gonna have to call it for meal number 3. I have about half this bowl of chopped avocado.
He's supposed to eat it like this,
and
chat.
one more banana.
Chat, he's
About
supposed to,
7:55 right
he's supposed
now.
to break it off
Still
and
the
then
same
eat
day.
it.
I'm
Why
very
is he
full right
eating
now,
like that?
which is not good considering the meal I have after this.
With how full I felt at this point, I was highly doubting I'd be able to complete this challenge. With my fullness levels and the fact that I had taken down almost 18,000 calories, it was time to see how
If
much
I were to
damage
get
I
a
actually did.
$500 dono, what would your reaction be?
Everybody, I gained over 15 pounds in the world's heaviest man.
I'd be like, oh my
So let's
god.
make a deal. If I've gained over 16 pounds in this challenge, then you have to subscribe. if
No
you're not
way,
subscribed
thank
already.
you.
But if I've gained under 16 pounds in this challenge, then not only do you have to give the video a thumbs down, but you gotta unsubscribe. My pre-challenge weight was 169.1 pounds. My post-challenge weight was 186 pounds, a gain of almost 17 pounds. With only 5 items left on Susan's meal plan, I gave myself 2 hours of digestion time. But even then, I knew that completing this challenge was going to be close to impossible.
It's about 10:49 right now, which means I'm about an hour left in this meal.
God damn.
The main dinner
God
item was
damn.
2 fish tacos.
With how I feel right now, finishing this challenge is going to be close to impossible. So it's best that I stay as efficient as possible. Okay, now I'm done. These are like the saddest fish tacos I've ever made in my life. Yes, I just put ketchup on a fish taco. Don't knock it till you try it.
There was no way I was going to be able to finish the avocado from earlier on its own. I knew that the most efficient strategy was going to be putting it on top of my fish tacos.
Halfway through our tacos, and I'm very much over everything right now. I despised guacamole before this, and I despise it even more now.
I knew that I most likely had about 12 to 13 pounds of food inside of me. The other few pounds were water weight. Long story short, I was nearing capacity. At this point, I had to focus on the higher volume items.
Right, guacamole and our tacos are down.
I set my sights on the last banana.
That cheese from earlier is not showering too good right now.
I finished off the banana, but now it was really time for a high volume item.
Banana.
I can't believe I've made it here, but I've made it here. Rice and beans.
To get these rice and beans down, I decided to bring an old friend to the party.
Time for some hot sauce.
Wow sauce was everything I needed. Until a few seconds later when I realized I needed a new stomach. Knowing that this plate of rice and beans was the last high volume item on the list, I was able
That
to
shit
finish
making
them
my
off.
stomach hurt,
Rice
chat.
and beans are down. My goodness.
Just watching
I'm unbearably full right now.
I decided to go after the bag of pepperoni next. At this point, my stomach was making noises I had never heard it make before. To make things even worse, I had unknowingly made a mistake that I haven't made in a food challenge in years.
Oh man, this is definitely not good. I am in a world of not so goodness right now.
Yo.
It's currently 11:10 right now, which means I have about 49 minutes and 40 whatever seconds left. I'm gonna take a few minutes to breathe, and then we'll come back. Oh.
I thought that this item on the table was the last item on the list, but I had 2 items left, not 1. Thankfully, my grocery store closes at 1 a.m. With time running out, I knew where I had to go next.
Just looking at this stuff, I'm getting nauseous. That's not good.
The second to last item on the list was a box of Hot Pocket potatoes, which were unfortunately discontinued in 2011. Since these were just potato skin bites, I knew that the only suitable replacement would be potato skins. My chances of actually finishing the last meal was already close to 0. On top of that, I was having flashbacks to the world's heaviest man's diet challenge. Finishing that plate of potatoes was one of the most difficult things I had done in years, but this was going to be even more difficult.
All right, everyone, now the time is 11:42.
You got a black thing outside my room, huh? Nigga.
Everyone I have
Sound like you need to get up out of there, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
15 minutes and 40 seconds left to make something happen. Oh, it's gonna be a battle, everybody, but I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
Just like you struggling. Chat, I'm fried right now. Chat, my eyes are heavy as shit.
Potatoes are just like bricks in my stomach right now.
After 2 potato skins, I had to move to the next item.
I cannot handle those potatoes right now.
He said probably my sister.
Before I get into this last item. I'm so glad I've made it through the heaviest man's and hopefully the heaviest woman's diet. If there was anybody else left, I don't even know what I would do.
Get put in a chokehold by a black figure.
Which is a full box of honey buns. After spending what felt like 16 years unwrapping all the honey buns, I took my first bite.
Oh my sweet goodness. Feels like I have a giant stomach full of nacho cheese, pizza, tacos, fucking everything else I ate today.
With time running out and the rest of the honey buns and potato skins left, I was preparing to fail my second challenge in a row. But regardless, I did everything I could to keep eating anyways.
Susan, my goodness, me Susan. Alright, I have 7.5 minutes left. Bro.
I decided to move around to hopefully make some space in my stomach.
I swear everybody, I have no idea what I'm doing sometimes. This is stupidity at its finest. If you guys still have to play the video, once you drop one of those cinnamon roll emojis down below.
I was down to the last honey bun. I was able to finish it, but unfortunately, I just couldn't eat anymore.
4 minutes left. Everyone, I am tapped out. There's no way I can eat those potatoes. Oh, honey, you already know what it looks like. Oh my goodness, there's no way.
And then I got the miracle I needed. More stomach space. I pushed through to the last potato skin, and with 1 minute and 16 seconds left, the challenge was complete.
I have done it. I have successfully eaten the world's heaviest woman's daily diet. That was beyond stupid. In so many
like
ways.
how many? Let me see how much views he got for doing this shit, chat. 19 million, 500K likes. Okay. I'd hate to see he afford to buy all this food. To fit that food in his stomach. Nah, that's crazy, bro. Watch most recent? Nigga, I ain't gonna lie, chat, nigga. What if I just ended stream, chat? What if I ended stream like that? What if I was ended? What if I just ended like that? Did I look like I had ended? Did I look frozen? But nah, yeah, chat, I ain't gonna lie. I'm about to go lay down. I'm about to go hit that hay, chat. I'm about to go lay down. I'm about to go hit the hay, nigga. I'm about to go hit that hay, chat. Oh, I'm about to go hit the hay, chat. You feel me? But now look, chat, cause I'm streaming tomorrow, chat. I'm streaming tomorrow, cause you know, technically, like tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, it's the 31st, so technically, tomorrow is New Year's and shit like that. So like, I'm gonna try to stream going into New Year's type shit. You feel me? I'm trying to stream going into New Year's. So like, I'm gonna like, cause I don't know what time I'm gonna stream, cause I don't know if I want to do a long stream. Like, I might do 2 streams tomorrow type shit. Like, I might do a morning stream and then chill and then do a nighttime stream. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I'm going to still try to stream going into New Year's, though. So, you know what I'm saying? But y'all going to know I'm going to text Discord and shit like that. So, like, hit that sub chat. See ya.